What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Pokey Office. My name is Colin. It is September, and it means it's time for our monthly Pokemon investments review video. This time, we're looking at sealed products. Next video, we're going to look at the singles and see how your investments have been doing and when's a good time to buy, when's a good time to sell. To be honest with you, lots of the stuff that we looked at last month is doing kind of similar things this month, so not a ton of change, but we have some new releases to talk about. We have a few Scarlet and Violet booster boxes that are doing really, really well. A few new milestones in Sword and Shield booster boxes that we'll talk about as well. That's all coming up shortly. Before we get there, I just launched my website, thepokeyoffice.com. It's still a work in progress, but lots of singles are uploaded and everything should be working. I tested it a few times myself to make sure that everything was good. So you can go there now, check out the new site. I'm going to be listing new singles all the time as I pull them on the channel and as I buy and sell stuff. So it could be a good resource for you if you're trying to complete a set or just looking for those cards that you are interested in. So the link's down below in the description, www.thepokeyoffice.com. And later on in this video, I'm going to give you a starter 10% discount code for your entire order. So that's pretty cool. You got to find it, though. You got to watch the video. So here we go. The Pokemon Investing Sealed Products review for September. Here we go. This month, we're literally less than 2 weeks away from Stellar Crown releasing 13th of September, but the pre-release has already started. It started last Friday, and I've seen some pulls from the set. Some cool cards coming out of the set. I don't know. I'm not sold that this is going to be a great set. I think it's going to be an average, like medium, mid-tier set. But here's the two things that I've seen so far. The Terapagos card on the right here. I thought the rainbow borders could be one of the coolest things ever because the Japanese version of this card actually looks really, really cool with the texture. The English card, I still haven't seen it in person, of course, but in the close-up pictures I've seen from some pulls from pre-release, it's a little bit underwhelming with that rainbow border. Kind of just looks a little bit cheap. That's the word that came to my mind and a few others in the Discord community. And if you haven't joined the Discord community, the link's down below in the description. It's a pretty tight-knit group of people just loving Pokemon cards, so you join that too. The one card that I thought was really cool, seeing a close-up pic, was the Hydrapple, and I thought that one was really, really awesome. Then we have pre-orders because we're only 2 months away from not Stellar Crown, like my typo says, but Surging Sparks, like the pictures show, which is really, really awesome. I think this is going to be the start of the snowball effect of Pokemon, where it's just going to start picking up steam, and Pokemon is going to have a huge surge of energy, surging sparks of energy coming in 2024 and 2025. So right now, the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box still available, at least in Canada when I checked when I'm recording this video, and the pre-orders at lots of sites are up for the booster boxes as well. Here's some cards. The Executor, I think, looks really, really cool. But again, if the rainbow border looks cheap, that might ruin that card. The Latios card looks really, really cool. The Latias here is the special illustration rare one. The Latios, just an illustration rare. So that's an interesting take by Pokemon. Cast form, this was a recent leak, and I think this artwork is really, really cool. So really looking forward to Surging Sparks. Then we have the Greninja EX UPC coming out in November sometime. Apparently, the word on the street is that this one's going to be a GameStop exclusive, and lots of people are not too thrilled about this Ultra Premium Collection. Same with the Terapagos EX Ultra Premium Collection, also slated to come out in November. Not too thrilled about this one either, but I mean, I made a video on it, so if you go back a couple weeks, you can look at my thoughts on the Ultra Premium Collections. Then, of course, there's the rumored, it's not even a rumor anymore. It's basically leaked. Team Rocket set coming out in 2025 to some extent. Who knows when, but I mean, this picture from Pokemon Worlds, the end teaser. They have the trainers Pokemon. They have the Eevee high-class set in Japanese, which is going to be a specialty set in English. Then Team Rocket set, my goodness, Pokemon is going to be on fire in a good way in 2025. So lots and lots to look forward to. Latest release, Shrouded Fable, is a month old as of tomorrow when the time I'm recording this. So the ETBs, however, are just only a week, 10 days old, basically. So that's interesting. I actually just got my hand on a couple. But these were all delayed, so now these are out. Current market price, $36.71. Then there's some cool collection boxes from Shrouded Fable. The King Gambit, this is an illustration rare promo card. Currently, this box is $15.18 on TCG Player. The Kingdra EX special illustration rare. I don't know why this picture doesn't have the promo card listed on there, like to see it, but really, really cool promo card, currently at $28.18 for this box. Then we have the Greninja EX Special Illustration Collection Box, $29.28. This one, you can actually see the promo card. I did a little poll. Lots of people really liking this card even better than the Twilight Masquerade Greninja Special Illustration Rare. However, the Twilight Masquerade one, rockin' still. We'll take a look at that on the next singles investing review video. Okay. Now we're on to Sword and Shield, so we're kind of going to work our way from the start of Sword and Shield all the way to our current moment in time. So some new milestones to talk about. Sword and Shield base set has recently just eclipsed $300, currently at $302.82. 6.6% increase over the last 3 months is not bad for an older booster box that's not really getting that many people excited. But here's some sales: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sales in the last 3 months. So like 3 sales a month. It's not selling that much. I don't know how accurate that is off a TCG Player, but it's a new feature, which is kind of cool. You can see the sales on the graph that comes out of there. Darkness Ablaze has eclipsed 150 USD. So that's a big deal because this one for a long, long time was under that MSRP mark. Now it is not, up 6.2%. So, I mean, it's hard to complain about 6.2% increase over 3 months, right? Okay, then these ones are still under MSRP. So a few of them are still straggling behind. The Vivid Voltage currently at $137.64. So a small increase, but barely any movement over the last 3 months for Vivid Voltage. Battle Styles is actually down a little bit over the last 3 months, still at $130. Could this be a good investment? I just still continue to question that. And I've never pulled the trigger to buy because I've always wanted to buy other stuff over Battle Styles. And I feel like that's how most people think about it. And yet there's some really cool cards in Battle Styles, like the Tyranitar and the Urshifus. I know Urshifu is not that popular of a Pokemon, but the VMAX special or alternate arts are really, really awesome. I do like them a lot. Battle Styles still holding strong at $130. Okay, the rest of them, Sword and Shield, is just slowed right down, even coming down a little bit after that frenzy we saw a few months back. So Chilling Reign down 10.2% to $203. Evolving Skies down 1.2%, so basically the same, $680 or so. And realistically, like we looked at it probably a week ago now, is Evolving Skies still a good investment? And TCG Player is kind of scammy because they sell 36 loose booster packs for $450, and that starts to bring the price of the sealed booster box down, which is just silly because that's not true to itself. However, I think this, like the question that I posed in my Is Evolving Skies Still a Worthy Investment video is, when will Evolving Skies reach $1,000? Because that's a 50% gain on your money. So if it could just go on another tear, Evolving Skies might do really, really well in the next year, and then you make 50% on your money on this box right now. That would be awesome. If it takes 3 or 4 years for it to get to $1,000, that's a different story. You could probably do way better on other stuff. So that's what we discussed on a video a week or so back. But $680, still the biggest Sword and Shield booster box by a pretty significant margin. Fusion Strike, kind of like Chilling Reign, down 8% to $219. And in the grand scheme of things, not a ton of movement here. It was probably too high after that frenzy a few months back. Brilliant Stars, kind of just in the same boat, $185 or so, down 4.5%. Astral Radiance, $170, down 4.6%. Lost Origin actually up just slightly, $213. That's a lot of money for one of the more recent Sword and Shield booster boxes, but people are buying them. Lots of sales. Like, look at all the sales on here. Okay. Then we got Silver Tempest, and really not a ton of change here either. 2.2% down to $163. And this was the one that wasn't really catching up to like Brilliant Stars, Astral Radiance, Lost Origin, because Silver Tempest just wasn't there, and there was that kind of restock, reprint kind of thing happening. That's almost a year ago already, which is absolutely crazy. Crown Zenith, kind of holding strong at the $50 mark for a regular Elite Trainer box from Crown Zenith. But here's the thing. Crown Zenith just had that Sea to Sky collection box released at Sam's Club in the United States. I unfortunately don't have Sam's Club here where I live, but that looks like a sweet box. Like it's 14 packs of Crown Zenith or something, and the packs break down to really, really cheap, which is awesome. So I think that's going to keep the prices down a little bit on some Crown Zenith product for another little bit yet. All right, we're into SV era, Scarlet and Violet era. Scarlet and Violet base set holding down the fort at $90. That's still a good buy because this set, it's a good base set. Some really awesome illustration rares. And like the deeper we get into Scarlet and Violet era, the more I love Scarlet and Violet era with the illustration rares, the special illustration rares, and the early Scarlet and Violet era booster boxes. You were like almost guaranteed a special illustration rare card in a booster box. And probably a gold card as well. Like the pull rates were ridiculously fun. It also means that some of the cards are a lot less valuable, but that just is what it is. Then we have Paradox Rift. You notice that I skipped a couple, but we'll get there. Don't worry, don't worry. And as we're skipping some, here is the code for the PokeOffice.com. It's valid for 1 week as of right now. You can use exclamation 13K. Exclamation 13K to get 10% off your first order at the Poke Office, just because the site launched, just because you watch my videos. I appreciate y'all so much. And yeah, just keep checking it out because I'm going to be like working really hard at stocking the website full of goodies. It's also going to give you different shipping options now, which is awesome because the new website has different stuff. And that's where you're going to buy live stream stuff and all sorts of different stuff. So really excited about it. Paradox Rift, basically no change, $103.36. Then we got Paldean Fates. This one doing okay, up 6.3%, $42.82. Not too bad. I really like Paldean Fates. I really do. Temporal Forces, still holding right around that $105 mark, and lots of sales of Temporal Forces, but the pull rates are so tough on this one. So tough. Lots of people think that it's a really good set. I'm medium about it. But then we have Scarlet and Violet era. Increases, all in caps. That must mean something. You might say that I'm padding these boxes because I have lots of it, but I don't. I barely have any Paldea Evolved left, unfortunately. I need to buy more. But the price is on the rise. $127.77 3 months ago, now $137. So a 7.5% increase on this. People, there is a frenzy starting back in the Pokemon space with Paldea Evolved, with the next couple that we're talking about, and with the upcoming sets that are coming out. I really, truly believe that Pokemon is in a great space moving into 2025. Obsidian Flames up 11.4%. It's over $110 now at $113.79. Kind of crazy. 151, it's always going to do good, I think. 151 is just a banger. I watched some other streamers, and they're still selling so much 151. So much. It's ridiculous. Up 18% over the last 3 months to $74.32. Remember when all the talk was that they're going to reprint the crap out of this? I mean, they still might. But there's not much of a restock or anything happening right now. Not a reprint. And distributors are wild. They want you to buy other stuff too. Okay, Twilight Masquerade, last one we're talking about. And this one is an absolute gem with the Greninja going to the moon as the best single card value-wise in Scarlet and Violet era. And this booster box also doing some big damage, up 27.1% over the last 3 months, $133.82 is where this currently sits. Absolutely wild stuff. So now, here's what we're going to do. I usually don't do this, but we're just going to have a little bit of wild assortment. Twilight Masquerade, Paldea Evolved, and Obsidian Flames to go YOLO on 10 packs. Here we go. All right, we got a wide range of assortment. Starting off with just one Paradox Rift. Just had a loose sleeve pack sitting around, waiting to be ripped, and it took all my might to not rip it right then and there, but to wait for the video. Here we go. Here we go. Gimme Ghoul, and nothing. Shocker, alert, and I knocked some cards over. Next, 3 packs of Obsidian Flames. It's been a long time since I pulled anything good from Obsidian Flames. I think I actually pulled the Pidgeot not that long ago. But this set surprises me a little bit because it's not my favorite set of all times by any means. It's got some cool cards. It's got a really small set list. The Charizard is hurting in the value ladder, but I don't know. That Ninetales, definitely one of the best cards ever. So maybe we can pull it right here. Nope. Oof. Tough start. Especially, like, the randomness gets even worse because when you open 10 packs of the same set, all from like a similar product, usually you have a pretty good chance of getting there, at least with something. But 3 packs each, it's like, man, you're leaving it up to chance. And Ophir. Next, 3 packs of Paldea Evolved. One of my favorite sets out of Scarlet and Violet era for sure. Mostly because of the Magikarp. But there's so many, speaking of Magikarp, Carp. But so many good special illustration rares in this set. And the pull rates are just actually good. Knackley. Okay, we got an illustration rare. That'll do, Donkey. That'll do. Alright. Can barely get it into the card sleeve. 1 for 1 on Paldea Evolved. Not the illustration rare we want, but still good. Still good. Come on. And back I go to work this week, which... Ooh. Dedenne. Terra. These are actually really good looking cards, I'm going to be honest with you. I do enjoy the artwork of the Terra cards, even though the hats aren't my favorite thing in the world. Like, the artwork, the silver borders and stuff look good. Yeah, but it's definitely going to be a big change because I've been off all summer, back to work, so I'm going to be really busy. And a gold card. These are the best 3 packs of Paldea Evolved ever. Come on. Chien Pao would be absolutely juicy. Or the Ting-Lu. I'll take it. Ting-Lu Hyper Rare. Dang skis. 3 for 3 on Paldea. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. And then, last time we opened Twilight Masquerade, pulled the Carmine. Special illustration rare. And what an amazing card that is. So, can we pull something juicy yet again? We got 2 packs left. 2 packs left. One more shout out. I've been working hard on it for like week and a half, 2 weeks, trying to get this ready before I go back to school. So the PokeOffice.com is ready to go. Still uploading more and more products all the time, but there's definitely some up there. Gonna get some more graded cards up there on the site soon. And then, I don't know, the live pack breaks. I might put some sealed product up. I know that that's a little bit scary and shipping stuff, so we'll see. Nothing out of Twilight. Wow. So Paldea Evolved just absolutely crushed it with a hyper rare card, an ultra rare card, and an illustration rare card. Hard to complain about in the grand scheme of things. And that's going to do it for me at the Poke Office. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure to go check out thepokeoffice.com. Make sure to subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. And until my next video, I will see you then. Peace!